Welcome back everyone. So in this session we are going to understand about algebraic identities, and this is one of the very important topic of your algebra, as well as this topic continues till your higher classes as well, and in many competition the questions from this identities comes from. So what our itinerary will be? First of all, we are going to look upon these identities, where have those came from, and then in the next session we are going to understand the applications of algebraic identities. What are the type of questions that we can do based on the identities, right? So let's look at our basic identities, that are identity 1 is x plus y to the power 2 is equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Next one is x minus y whole square is equals to x square minus 2xy plus y square. Next one is x square minus y square plus is equals to x plus y x minus y. I hope this is clear to you. And last one is this came from, just try to look at that. Where have been this came from? This came from directly from the last session that we discussed, where we discussed the relationship between factors and then zeros to the coefficients of polynomial. So this is what, see, this is product of zeros and this is summation of zeros, right? This is sum of zeros, this is product of zeros. So these are the four basic identities that we study, right? Now let's see fifth type of identity that we will be talking and rather proving, right? So next one is x plus y plus z to the power 2 whole square, right? How can we achieve the result of this identity? So all you need to do is just to assume let t is equals to x plus y. So if t is equals to x plus y, then it will be what? T plus z whole square, and if we open the bracket, I'll be getting t square plus z square plus 2tz, and if I substitute the value of x t, it would be x plus y whole square plus z square plus 2 into x plus y and z, and this will be resulting in x plus y whole square will be x square plus y square plus 2xy plus z square, and then 2, if I open the bracket, xz plus yz, and if I rewrite this expression, I'll be getting x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. I hope it is making sense to you, right? So here our fifth identity comes, that is x plus y plus z whole square will result in x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. I hope it is clear to you. Let's proceed to our next identity. And our next identity is x plus y whole cube is equals to, how can we get the answer of this one? So let's try to break it into the identities that we know. So we know x plus y whole square into x plus y, that I can write, and x plus y whole square will be what? X square plus y square plus 2xy, and then we have the whole bracket will be there, and then x plus y. So let's open the bracket. I'll be getting, firstly this x will be multiplied in the expression, so x cube plus y square x plus 2x square y, and then y will be multiplied throughout, so y x square, then y cube, and then 2x y square, right? Now if I rewrite this expression, I'll be getting x cube plus y cube plus x cube plus y cube plus, I'll be getting y x square and x y square I am getting from here. So if I just y square x plus y x square, and then this is what, 2x square y plus 2xy square. So over here y square x and y square x, these two can be added, x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y, and then this expression and this expression can also be added. So this will become 3x square y, and finally I can take the 3xy common. So I'll be getting, if I take 3xy common, I'll be getting x plus y, right? This is the final expression I'll be getting. So our sixth identity will be x cube plus y cube, and that will be equal to x cube plus y, sorry, x plus y whole cube, x plus y whole cube, right? So x plus y whole cube will be getting x cube plus y cube plus 3xy, and in the bracket x plus y, right? So this is the identity that we have achieved just by substituting the values of x plus y whole square. Now can I get another identity? As just try to observe, if I want to get x minus y whole cube, then can I get a similar identity on a similar pattern? What I had to do, x minus y whole square, and then I'll be multiplying it by x minus y, and then the same expansion will goes on. So I'll not be calculating the result, I'll just be writing the direct answer over here. That will be x minus y. I hope it is clear to you, right? So this will be our seventh identity. Our next identity is also that you can also cram. Next one is, that is our eighth identity, will be x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This equals to x plus y plus z, and then multiplication x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx, right? So this is my eighth identity, right? This is also one of the very important identity, and one of the result that I obtain from here, if x plus y plus z is equals to 0, if x plus y plus z is equals to 0, then what it means, that you can write it as, or this is the extension of the eighth identity only. So let's just write it separately. If x plus y plus z is equals to 0, then what would it become? X cube plus y cube plus z cube. Since our RHS will be 0, so this minus 3xyz can be put at the RHS, and our final result will be like this, right? So these are our 9 identities. Rather, 9 is the extension of 8th one only. So 8 primary identities we have, right? Apart from these 8 identities, we also have few extra identities that also help us a lot in the calculations, and that are alpha square plus beta square is equals to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So if you can look the first identity, this has came from the identity 1 only, right? Over here, x square plus 2xy plus y square. If I want to calculate the value of x square plus y square, let's take 2xy over there, and I'll be getting this expression only, right? This expression only, right? And then further, if I open the bracket of alpha plus beta whole square, I'll be getting somewhat this expression, right? So you can easily solve it and get the identity. Next one is also alpha minus beta whole square. So that I have already told you how we have achieved it. Next one is alpha square minus beta square is equals to alpha plus beta, alpha minus beta, and this further can be rewritten as alpha plus beta. And this alpha minus beta, see, since alpha minus beta whole square is what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So if I take square root of it, I'll be getting this expression only, right? These are the results that you can get from these identities, right? So no need to cram it, rather just understand it, right? This is again the similar one, that is alpha cube plus beta cube. So here is a cube plus b cube, x cube plus y cube, right? So from there I can, you know, easily get this fourth identity over here, and the fifth identity I have achieved from right here. I hope it is making sense to you, right? So these all the identities that we use in our calculations, these identities you need to cram, right? They should be on your fingertips. If I ask you what is x cube plus y cube, then the answer should come right away, x cube plus y cube plus 3xy bracket x plus y, right? So similarly, any of the identities if I ask, then you should be able to answer it, right? The expertise be on such a level. So make a list out of these identities, take a screenshot, take the printout, or you rather just write it on a plain paper and stick on the wall where you study and revise it properly, right? Every time once you go through that way, you just revise it, and these identities will fit in your mind, right? So that's all about algebraic identities. In next session we are going to see how we apply these identities into various problems. Thank you so much.